So now we've got it copied into our memory, so you can actually even close this, and we're then going to go to the one pocket forum here, and we're going to start a new thread, and we're going to call this thread you know, what do you what do you think of this shot? I can't type because my keyboard's at a weird angle here. So what you do is you come in here and maybe you type some text. I can't reach my keyboard. You could type some text and stuff, and then once you're done and you're ready to put the table in there, you click on this icon right here, the picture of the cue ball with the pencil and the eraser in it. You don't click on any of these other ones. Make sure you click this one. When you click this, it's going to put these brackets here around a cue table. You got cue table, and then you can see your cursors right there in the middle of those brackets, and it's flashing right now to show you where it's at. All we're going to do is right click and say paste, and you can see now it's pasted the URL, and a URL is basically a address to a particular place. Just think of a URL as like a city. Say onepocket.org is a city. This you would make an address to show which house to get to. Well, we're just simply saying that we're going to qtable.com and we're going to look for this address, this house. So it's important that you just put that in between these brackets. If you screw up somehow, and we'll just get back to where we started here. That's where we were to begin with after we hit this button right here. If you screw up how and you accidentally click somewhere else, you know, no big deal. Just use your arrow key or your mouse to put the cursor back to where it's right between those two brackets. Make sure you don't put any spaces in there or anything else. Leave it just the way it is. And then we right click and paste. You can use that method. Or another method is, see how when I clicked here my cursor went over there? Just always make sure your cursor is right in the middle of those brackets right there. The other way you can do it without clicking anywhere is, let me get rid of this. We're right where we started at before. We click on this link and it automatically puts this in here, and we haven't clicked anywhere else. What you can do is hold down your control key, which is at the very bottom left of your keyboard. Hold down your control key and hit the letter V while you've held down your control key. And all that does is paste in the information. Control C copies things, Control V pastes things. So we've got this. We can hit preview, and it will show us our table. There's our title, there's our text we put in it, and there's our table. And from there, if you like the way it looks, it's all right the way you want it, just come down here and say submit new thread. Now those are instructions on how to post a new thread, and that's about all we'll get into here on this one. One quick thing to remember on these is when you're browsing the forum here and you see somebody's table in here that they already have, you can click on any table you see in this forum and it will bring up a brand new window that you can actually make full screen. Now anytime you want to make something full screen, you can see how this window is much smaller. We want it to be a lot bigger. You can either click this rectangle up here that says maximize, or you can just double click anywhere in this blue bar up here. So when I double click, you can see now it's almost completely filled up my screen with the table. And you know, you can actually use that as a method to create a table too. But whenever you're going to view somebody's table, if you want to see it in very large detail, you know, like here it's kind of small. If you ever want to see a table in detail, you know, maybe I'm getting old too and my eyes are getting bad, so just click on the table, anywhere on the table. It'll come up with this. It's not maximized, so we're just going to double click on this bar up here, and it's going to be full screen. Now we can really see this in good detail. And you can see that Cowboy Dennis has created 3 pages here. So all you do is click on the next page once you've looked at the first one. The first one's he's showing a shot, and then the next page he's going to show how he shot the shot. So you can see this is very similar to the one we tried to design. And on the third page here, you can see he's actually showing an alternative shot too. So to browse between the pages, you just click the different page number. 3 will get you to the last page. Click to go back. Alright, I think that ought to just about do it for the basic lesson. I will be coming back with a more advanced one here before too long. Alright, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, this is an add-on because I forgot to show one thing, which is why we clicked on this toolbar down here. Let me get my arrows going here real quick. We'll double click the cue ball. We're going to hit the 5 ball, so we click once. The cue ball is then going to come down this way. We click again, and then it is going to come down this way, and we double click then when we're at our ending point. So we double click when we start. We click once to go to the different places, and we double click on the end to end it. We will double click on the 5, show that we want to come down here. Click once, click again, and double click when we are done. Now I know this isn't the exact same setup as the original one, but it's just to show that to put the cue ball English. We forgot to do that last time. I forgot to do that last time. So we were going to show how we're going to hit this cue ball. So you come down here on the third icon from the left, and it says cue ball English. We click that once, and now we see the cue ball. So we're going to put about a tip and a half of low left on it, or something similar to that, whatever you want. And you can show now we've included that. That was the extra. Oh, I also wanted to say, as far as you can also put the score up here. A lot of people do that. Put the number of balls that your opponent has. Let's say he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can put the your balls over there on your side to show that maybe you got 6 too. And we'll say the score's tied 6 to 6, because we all know how important it is to know what the score is. Alright, so now we've got all the balls there. You know, you could even throw this in pocket B to show who it's got, but that's all you do. Once you got, this is a completed table. You know, you can clean it up if you want. If you don't want to look sloppy there, you can move the balls. Once you're all done, don't forget to click on the URL, copy the layout URL right here, and it says it's been copied. So then you just go into your message there and paste it like I showed you previously. Thank you.